What's up guys, I'm Dev, and welcome to my first Dev blog breakdown, where I'll be breaking down the Tiger Knight update blogs and seeing how they affect you. We had the 0.57 update, and it's jam-packed full of content. We've got a new game mode, Stronghold, we've got a new map, and we've got tier 8 troops, as well as a number of other tweaks and balancing adjustments. First up is the new game mode. So Stronghold, or the site, is Tiger Knight's answer to Domination. You can access it at level 8 through the duel menu, meaning more exploit for that awesome equipment in the upgrades menu. It's a 13v13 generals only battle. There are 3 strongholds. The Clifftop Stronghold, that overlooks the Mid Stronghold, which is a small town with 2 large gates for horses and a number of smaller gates for infantry only. Then there's a Valley Stronghold, which is based at the bottom of a sheer cliff face. You'll gain points for holding the strongholds, and to win you'll either need 2,000 points or kill the enemy marshal, who is heavily fortified. Then we have the new map. What I'll do is I'll just read out the description for you. Nanzong, lying on the border of southwest China, is rich in products and local tribes. It's also the only road to the outside world. Nanzong was gradually incorporated into the territory of Han Dynasty after Emperor Wu's management. However, the mountains and dense forests make the traffic inconvenient. The barbarian tribes unceasingly conflict against one another. Sometimes they obey, and sometimes they rebel against the ruling of Han Dynasty. Stockaded villages dot all over the wild, and stay alert to the possible arrival of a fierce fight at any minute. There's a lot of cool little pathways and places to fight. There's even places where you can hide your troop for ambushes.
Sneaky, sneaky, sir.
They've labelled the map in the blog as Barbarian Outpost. Now, is this a clue to the next faction that they're bringing out? Then there's the new soldiers. The tier 8 troops look awesome. For Wei, you have the Danjin Lieutenant Colonel, who has 36 Royal Heavy Pike Infantry, the Tiger Knight Colonel, who has 23 Tiger Knight Shock Cavalry. For Shu, you have the Elite Rangers Officer, who has 36 Nanman Elite Rangers, who are Heavy Shield Infantry, and Lieutenant Colonel of Aide de Camp, who has 23 Repeating Crossbow Cavalry. For Wu, there's the Archer Lieutenant Colonel, who has 28 Noble Archer Infantry, and finally, the Daredevil Colonel. I cannot wait to unlock this troop. He gets 36 Fearless Squad Heavy Assault Infantry, and the gold inlaid backsword. Just look at it. They've made a number of gameplay adjustments to fix a few issues as well as improve overall enjoyment of the game. So first, they've tweaked the charge. The speed, steering and cooldown of a charge is now different depending on what weapon you're charging with. Yes, that was awesome. They've also buffed the Shu troops, as they were seen as weak early game. They've increased the battle gains of the Shu infantry, strengthened the defense of the Shu shield wall, as well as the pike shield array, and they've largely increased the ammo capacity for tier 4 cavalry. The overall troop AI has also been improved, and now when you're choosing for your troops to stay in formation, they'll stay in the formation over moving to attack someone, and vice versa. If you put them in free-for-all mode, they're more likely to move out of formation to attack. The AI is still being worked on, and I'm sure it'll only improve as the game progresses. They've also debuffed the long handle weapons, as they were seen to be a lot stronger than expected, so to make players less dependent on them while still maintaining an effective role on the battlefield, they've reduced the long handle weapon damage by 5%, and reduced head and chest damage that's dealt by the long handle weapons by 10%. They've also reduced the troops' long handle weapon damage due to swift speed by 5%. The developers keep a close eye on game stats, and they found that in siege modes, the attackers are seriously at a disadvantage. So to fix this, they've made the default attacker spawn closer to the gates. The attackers also get an extra 2 minutes on the clock, and if a defender is pushing the siege cart backwards, it moves at 50% the speed. On the defender's side, they've increased the HP of the side roadblocks by 500 health and the gates by 1000 health. They've also done a number of bug fixes. Most notably, flags will no longer block gates from closing in siege mode. Also, pitchforks now have a down attack, parrying long whip uses the correct damage, and they've also fixed a bunch of medals that don't calculate properly. And I'm pretty sure horses couldn't jump before. What the The horses can jump! The horses can jump! I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for it. Alex! Also, Halloween's over. Right, enough of that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this breakdown helped. If you want more episodes like this, just drop it a like and let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe.